superpowers to bring you entertainment.
Please, Mr. Zombie, don't eat me. I've got fibromyalgia. I've got gout.
Woo! And welcome to this motherfucker.
Woohoo!
Look at that goddamn hair. Fucking morning Vietnam.
This is not a test. This is rock and roll.
Woo! What's up?
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? A little late today, but you know, you're lucky we're here. How about that?
Yeah, a little bit late. I personally have been under the weather for the past few days. I'm surprised I have a voice right now from coughing and shit so much, but feeling quite a bit better. Got a lot of shit out.
Literally
taking a few shit. Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Both ends. And also been taking a few whiskey shots, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't give a shit when anyone says that shit does fucking help when you're sick. It really does.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Ah, man, look at this, dude. This thing, it's like a
I know.
crab eating my head.
Like you said, it's a fucking hands coming down, eating your forehead.
I don't know if I can keep this on the whole show, but this is just how do people
I love
do
how
this?
it's a front tied bun. That shit is hilarious.
Can I get to number 7?
Right?
It's just
Japanese macho man.
not
Oh
even in the
yeah.
I don't understand how women do this all the time.
Well, what I don't understand is how is it tied like that, but yet it still has down claws. What is that? Like, what is?
I think it was a magician. I think it's from Walmart. I think it said something about magician.
Right?
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm keep this on any longer because this is itching.
I was gonna
like-
say it's got to be itching, bro.
I don't even look. I can't even get it to the right. Like one piece has the hair on, and this hair is just all over. It is shedding. I've got it in my mouth, in my nose. I thought
That's what said.
I thought facial hair was bad. This shit is just ridiculously retarded. This just
Oh, dude, that's got to be
Yeah.
way worse because I've had my beard so long to where I wake up and my beard is in my mouth, and that's not as bad as like that. I wouldn't think because that's just
No.
all over the fucking place.
This is wild. This is
Oh, yeah.
wild. I don't know. But yeah, this is for our
Yeah.
liberal logic segments, you know.
Yeah.
But
That I haven't been on in a while. I'm gonna start going again on TikTok here soon. I've just taken my break and everything
Yeah.
else, but I want to try to go back on there. I've been kind of revamping, doing designs and shit. Like good old troublemaker has noticed. I've been trying to work on more designs. We got our intro down and everything else. What's up, Stacy? But yeah, working on a little bit more of design wise, trying to get other shit going, and that's another reason why we haven't really booked any guests or anything lately. We kind of want to get back together with just us for a little bit, get back to doing our own thing, and then start bringing on some more guests again, and we'll start getting into more of that. But we do have a few things to talk about tonight. And again, anyone who's listening, if I start coughing out of nowhere, sorry, I've been sick for a little while and didn't even fucking have a voice really this morning, but I'm glad I do right now.
I'm glad you do, buddy. I'm glad you do. I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you're okay. I thought you were dead for a couple days.
Yeah,
But-
I know. I know that everyone on okay, what? Okay, but now you need a. I know. I know. I gotta give me the Billy Ray Cyrus fucking mullet so I can. All right, or really, you know, it'd be hilarious if I got a fucking, if I got like a fucking perm and do the soul glow.
Dude, I've seen they have some of them that are like this big, some wigs,
yeah.
and I'm like, oh my, how do you? It's like that movie when they walk in sideways because they can't fit their hair this way.
Right, exactly.
This,
Yeah, like the
this
gym
is-
bro dudes. I gotta walk
Yeah.
the door sideways. I'm so fucking
You-
big.
I pick things up, I put them down. I pick things up and I put them down. Oh my god,
Dude, that fucking hair is crazy, man.
I know. I haven't posted on Liberal Logic that much because I haven't felt creative. I've posted on my own.
Dude,
because
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, anyone who wants to follow that too, Liberal Logic 101. It's a liberal satire thing that we've been doing on TikTok with a few other creators, some pretty decent sized ones too. But I'll say this is sometimes it's hard for me to go on there and do the shit because like I either want to be like, I fucking hate saying this, or I want to laugh in the middle of it. Like I did one to where they were talking about Joe Biden. I was like, oh, we got a conspiracy theorist in here, blah, blah. It was so hard for me to say that shit without actually being like, okay, you're right. I know it's probably not the fucking same dude. I'm sorry. It's probably not. I don't give a shit what anyone says. I don't think this is the real Joe Biden. If you can say whatever you want, anyone. I really don't think so. I believe in some of the cloning stuff. I don't think this is totally a clone. It could be a CIA mask, whatever else. Let's get into the conspiracy. But I just don't think it's him. I
Wait a
really
minute. You
don't.
don't think the guy who called out and asked for a woman who was dead to come up, or a guy
Right?
who, I mean, he's done it before. He told the guy who was in a wheelchair to stand.
Right, dude. Oh my god. And then he what the
Then
fuck did he say?
he asked a woman who died in August to come.
If she was even there.
Hold on, I think I got it queued up. I mean, I've got with what's her face, his mouthpiece talking about
Yeah.
like making
Yeah,
excuses
please pull that
for
up please pull that up real quick because she is really fucking pulling at some goddamn strings with like trying to cover that shit up. I don't think it was hot at all, but like, are you fucking serious,
Wait,
man? Like, and then what was it? Yeah, CNN, what was it, a week or two earlier? He was asking about how's your mental capacity and how's everything go? Watch me.
watch me. Oh, watch me. And
Yeah,
then he was
I'm gonna
talking
watch
about
you fail. That's about
he was-
it, and fuck shit up.
wait, about hold on. Wait, this one first, because I just remembered this one from the other day. When he was talking.
Okay.
But guess what? We got a lot to do. You gotta say hi to me.
Oh, this shit.
We're back a long way. She was 12, I was 30, but anyway, this woman helped me get an awful lot done. Anyway,
She was 12. She helped him get an awful lot done.
Right. How did not one person behind him go like this? Like,
And they just laughed at it. They were
yeah,
like, ha, 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 "That's so cute, Joe. You're cute, Joe." Like, no. Like,
he
what
just
the-
said she was 12 and he was 30.
yeah.
How is that cool in any way, shape, or form besides being, talking to his daughter about stuff, which
Which now people
isn't
are
very
going to
good
jail
either with
for.
Ashley Biden.
People
And
are
that
going to
that's
jail for
that's
now.
another thing, dude. My God, I want that diary to get bigger, like her talking about showering with her father and shit. Like,
Yeah.
dude, I'm sorry, I have kids and I never did any of that with my kids because
Dude,
it's so fucking weird. None of them.
I took a shower once with my daughter, and I think she was in a bathing suit, and I was in.
Yep.
Yeah. I was in like swim trunks. And that was the only time.
Yeah, I
Swim
did
trunks.
that. I've done that once with Bree, but I didn't even like doing that because it was just weird. It just
Well, Madison didn't do her like clean her whole hair. She used to take a shower like this and like try
Yeah.
to stay out of the water. And I'm like, Madison, your hair is gross. You have to.
Right.
And
Well,
she
I
was
did it.
like she was drowning.
Right. I did it the one time at my sister's because she has like just a standing shower. So it was like one of those, like I kind of had to like get in there and help her with shorts on. But then even after that, I was weird about it. And I was like, just wash your body and I'll help wash your hair and I'll show you how to rinse. Like, I don't fucking want to be in there with you. That's so fucking weird. I just don't know.
Dude, Madison would
Not
have
a chance.
panic attack when she had to do her hair. She
Oh,
was
yeah,
just full blown.
Oh yeah.
Like
My
what, dude?
my middle daughter Molly was like that until she was like 6 or so. Like it was even hard to get her to wash her hair at all. She was so weird about that shit.
But here's the clip we were talking about. Mighty Joe
Yeah.
and his "Hey dead lady, you wanna take a stand?"
Yeah. Hey, dead lady, where you at?
so many of you know so much about this as well, and you're committed. And I want to thank all of you here for including bipartisan elected officials like Representative Governor, Senator Braun, Senator Booker, Representative.
He's so low.
Jackie,
Yeah.
are you here? Where's Jackie? I didn't think she was going to be here. To
I
help
didn't
make
think
this-
she was gonna be here. He said. You're telling me?
Oh my God!
Good-
If Trump did that shit with a Democrat that died, it would be fucking bombs on him. Fucking bombs.
Yeah. It's just like, oh, where'd it go? I thought I had it already.
Oh yeah, the KJP where she fucking
Yeah,
starts trying to
where
talk
she starts like,
talk him up.
yeah. Oh man.
Oh, we gotta play that other one I saw that you had.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
New York has a brand. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fucking violence and death and poverty and
That's my
and
new
all
favorite doomsday prepper though for Italy.
that. Mass amounts of
Hey!
spaghetti.
Hey, we need the spaghetti.
Hey, we'll freeze it. You know.
Wait. Oh my God, there's so many things I would like. Wait, where are we going?
Right? Yeah, it's skipping around on you.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, no. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, here
we
she is.
are-
Here she is. Here she
Okay.
is,
Yes.
sorry.
Yeah.
Day, the president appeared to look around the room for an audience member, a member of Congress who passed away last month. He seemed to indicate she might be in the room. What happened?
So the president was, as you all know, you
have-
guys were watching today's event, a very important event on food insecurity. The
question.
president was naming the congressional champions on this issue and was acknowledging her incredible work. He had already planned to welcome
Her eye
the
makeup
Congresswoman's
sucks too.
family
I'm sorry,
to
as a
the
guy,
White House
like
on
it's
Friday.
half
There
done.
will be
Like, what? You
a
look
bill
stupid.
signing in her
looks
honor
like
this
she's-
coming Friday.
She looks like she has
So, of
her
course,
eyes
she was
open when
on
she has
his
her eyes
mind. She was
closed.
of top of mind for the president. He very much looks forward to discussing her remarkable legacy of public service
didn't.
with
He
them.
was
when
looking for
sees
her.
No.
her family
Yeah.
this coming Friday.
He said, Jackie, are you here? Where's Jackie? She must not be here.
No, I totally understand. I just explained she was on top of mind.
She was
Uh,
on top of mine.
You know, this wasn't what we were able to witness today.
Don't answer
and
the
what
question.
The president was able to lift up in this at this conference, at this event, was how her focus on wanting to.
No, wanting to what?
Oh my God!
Be
I'm waiting
alive?
for her to just like throw the book behind her and be like, you know what? He's a fucking idiot. I can't even fucking discuss this. I can't defend this. I have no fucking idea. Look, she's dead. He said it. He's fucking stupid. You know, like
That
God,
cracker
man.
motherfucker is stupid. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting
This-
for her to go full races, like, that cracker. Yeah, I'm
You know
sick
what?
and tired of. I'm sick
know
and
what?
tired of making excuses for that stupid.
Old
This
old
stupid old
Whitey
man.
is old Whitey's
Yeah.
fucking dementia ridden. He ain't worth a shit. I don't know what the fuck's happening. He doesn't know what the fuck's happening.
If they had any balls, they would start writing books about them the way they started writing about Trump. Oh, did you
Oh,
see?
I know,
Did you
dude.
hear? He grabbed the guy by the neck and gave him a noogie
Well,
and told him, I'm
and
the
then-
fucking president. Yeah.
And also
Yeah!
that one book that came out about Trump where that lady tried to say that he was using like racial slurs and everything else. And it's like, you're just saying this. You don't have any proof. The proof that we have about a whole bunch of shit is literally written in like, a fucking diary and like all these fucking deals that are done with his son and everything.
Yeah.
God damn, man.
Yeah. Oh, but Hunter Biden is the president. Yeah. Neither was Eric Trump. Neither was Melania Trump. Neither was any of the Trump kids.
Right.
They weren't presidents either. But y'all cared. But everybody else cared about what they were doing and the companies and
Oh yeah, and some bitch from New York is about to be trying to sue the whole Trump family.
Yeah.
But then also speaking of New York, we should
play that wonderful.
we should know the New York brand.
personal stripe. How I
Yeah,
felt
right.
personally
You
attacked by
Where you
by
relocate
Eric
from one to the other that he's talking about.
Stupid mayor of New York.
He's a fucking retard. He's the one who is all
Yeah.
about drink the tap water. And
Yeah,
everything else.
I'm gonna drink tap water. Tap water's good. Shut
Get
up.
your New York City tap water.
Yeah, get.
We have a brand. New York has a brand.
What? Try not to get shot
Yeah.
at a bodega? Is that what
Right.
it is? At a bodega?
We have a brand. It's called violence and fucking poverty.
We have a brand. It's called Duck.
Right.
We-
Yeah.
We have a brand. It's called How Many Bullets Can You Stray?
Yeah.
How many bullets can
bullets-
stray?
How many
Hey,
bullets
we-
in New York? How fast are you? Are you agile? If you're agile, you can live in New York.
Like, he's so stupid. He's so stupid.
Yes.
And when people see it, it means something. You know, when we go there, it's not. Kansas doesn't have a brand.
What? What? Excuse me? He just called out Kansas?
Kansas
out of all
Kansas
the
has a brand of not getting shot at. That's bad. That's
Well,
what
listen.
I mean, maybe
listen.
sometimes.
Some in the area I'm in, somebody blew the horn too quickly and somebody pulled a gun, okay? Okay, someone jumped the gun literally on someone who blew the horn too quickly. But still,
Maybe that
like,
was somebody from New York too.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
might have
fuck.
been. You know how many times I've gotten accosted when I had my Jersey plates, like, yo, you from Jersey? Yeah, me too. Cape May.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
like,
well-
okay.
right, yeah. Keep playing that because he gets even more fucking cocky.
It does.
Dude, it pisses me off.
Yeah.
Oh, when you go there, okay, you're from Kansas. No. Well, you know what? But New York has a brand. It has a brand. We have a brand.
But he doesn't even say what the fucking brand is. Like,
Nope.
god damn. You fucking asshole. And then I put that one, I put that meme to his like, yeah, I don't want peace. I want problems all the time.
Yeah, that's the brand.
That is their brand,
That
man.
is
It's
the brand. Like, I just don't. I don't get it. I don't get why people hate on
Well,
the
I
middle
don't-
America, and you know.
well, what I
because-
don't get is like when people like that, especially when they talk shit and he doesn't even say what the good things are. Can't point it out. Just says we have a brand that laughs about it like a smug fucking asshole.
everybody around him,
Asshole for no reason. Yeah, all of them
Everybody-
were.
even the goofy, freaking pasty white guy behind him, like, yeah, man. you
Right, he's
got
like,
it, Mayor."
I have no
Yeah, man,
fucking
yeah.
idea, but I'm getting paid.
That's it. Yeah, I'm in politics in New York, y'all. I'm getting paid. That's
Right.
it. That's it, bro. I'm getting paid.
Well,
I
that,
don't care.
see, and that's the whole thing. That's our whole government. Like, you can ask Davey here. Like, he sees me on Twitter. Like, I talk shit about the left and the right
Yeah.
all day long on there.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
always fucking every bit of our government's completely retarded, especially when it comes to this. Now I'm
Oh.
going to share this motherfucker that pisses me off, which I don't know why this is not getting fucking bigger, which I have not heard
bigger.
any fucking news source talk about this bullshit. And then I posted it. This one. I posted it on Twitter, tagged fucking Ted Cruz, tagged fucking Jim Jordan, tagged goddamn somebody else. God, I can't remember who it was, but a bigger name. Then my buddy Jack retweeted it, tagged Matt Gaetz and somebody else. But January 6th prisoner beaten till he lost an eye. Later, he was tied to a chair for 12 hours. Now he has blood clots and precancerous growths. Government won't allow him medical treatment. They want him dead. This man's name is Ryan Samsel. Was arrested in January of 2021. He was blinded by DC prison guards in one of his many beatings since his arrest. Why the fuck is that not on the news? And why the fuck are the officials that supposedly represent us in our goddamn government talking about this and doing something about that?
Because they don't care.
None of
They
them,
don't.
left or right.
No, they don't care. If they cared, all these guys. I mean, come on. What happened during the summer of love? You had all the Democrats posting up, "Oh, give to this fund. Oh, give to this fund. Get these political prisoners out of prison. These are just political prisoners." No, these are political prisoners,
No, exactly.
These are
political
political prisoners.
fucking prisoners.
and nobody's
these
doing
people have
anything
been-
about it
These people have been held for over a goddamn year.
with no charges.
No charge. Like there's some that have been
Yeah.
dealt charges, but who knows if they even fucking deserve them?
Yeah.
With the way that our shit is on this fucking judicial system,
Yeah.
fuck this justice system, man. It's fucking so dumb.
Yeah. I just I don't get it, man. I don't.
Yeah.
I get
Since
it. I
his
get it
arrest-
because
Well, since his
Go
arrest, Ryan Samsel has been held in Washington, D.C. prison on March 21st, 2021. Ryan was awakened by correctional officers, and his hands were zip tied. Then they walked him to an occupied cell where he was brutally beaten by officers. Ryan Samsel lost an eye in the beating. His face was smashed. The next day, the guards beat him again. Good fucking God. But yet the thing that's in the news or in their fucking mind is this goddamn Ukraine bullshit that we're still sending 12 fucking billion more to on a supposed bipartisan bill. Get fucked, man. Like that's the shit that pisses me off. Stuff like this.
Yeah.
This is literal communism.
hey, guess what? Another 12 billion in Ukraine.
I'm about to go to fucking Ukraine and just start elbow dropping Zelensky myself. Like,
I mean, it would be hard to find him because I think he's in Rome somewhere, just playing.
right? He probably
playing with
ain't
his-
even. He probably ain't even there. Yeah, he's probably somewhere else. He's probably taking a fucking photo shoot with some celebrity right now.
Hey, guys, let's fight. Let's go. Hey, is anybody? Mr. Zelensky? Didn't I tell you not to stop me?
Right? Well, and
Yeah.
that like what you were just doing is a literal representation of our goddamn government too, man. Like, yeah, exactly.
Ooh, this is the right. This is the left. Yeah, you're only gay if you give. Ah!
Yeah, as they fucking fuck each other and raw dog us.
Yeah. They still have more money to launder. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
but I mean,
it's definitely along
does
those
it-
lines.
Does it surprise you? Does it surprise you that none of them really care when you have this out in the open? Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Hey,
The gentleman from Indiana, Mr. Hollingsworth, is now recognized for 5 minutes.
Well, good afternoon. I'm excited to be here with each of you. Before I get started on my questions, Mr. Moynihan, I wanted to let you know, Saruthi, raise your hand, Saruthi. She has been my team member for a couple of years now, but on Monday, she becomes a Bank of America team member, about which she is very, very excited.
so somebody from the Oversight U.S. Banks is joining Bank of America. A person who's in a committee for U.S. banks is joining Bank of America.
Right.
No problems there, right?
Yeah, which is
Nothing to see here, right?
yeah.
Once
which-
again, do you see the R right there? You see the R because they don't give a fuck either way.
I hope you'll take good care of her and
listen,
know
see who he's talking about, but
already in our office. I'm sure she'll do the same at Bank of America.
We will do that.
hold on, wait, what?
For us, so he'll
Oh,
take care of it.
You should have.
Bank of America, and her father
Well-
already works for Bank of America.
Hold on, take it back a little bit. You kind of glitched for a second. I want to see exactly what he's talking about because I want to know who he's talking about exactly, and
I don't
because
I don't
it's
know
not
ex-
going to be good. It's not going to be good either way.
Know and recognize the talent that she has shown already in our office. I'm sure she'll do the same at Bank of America.
We will do that, and her father already works for us, so he'll
Oh,
take care of it. You should have called
Oh.
us.
The family affair.
Yeah.
Well, good. Well, I appreciate the opportunity to chat about some of these issues today. What I'm really interested in is the state of the economy.
And it's,
How
How
are
are
ya?
you floating your resume to big banks? I mean, you're supposed to be the ones, policing the big banks. I mean,
Grow up, Jamie.
there must be some kind of law against working for a financial institution right after you've been working in financial regulation, right?
No.
No.
No. Hey, Doggy.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey.
come over here. What are you doing?
No, but there should be like same thing as Congress shouldn't be
Her
fucking
father
allowed to
already works
trade
for us, so
stocks,
he'll take care of it. You should have called us.
dude. Yeah, well, that's the whole reason. Like even Dan Crenshaw, fucking One-Eye McCain, I fucking hate that guy so much. He's even said it like that's the whole reason why most of them are even in there because they get they get the first insight.
Yeah.
Why you want the best and the brightest? If you want them there, they're gonna they want to be able to trade and all that. Fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
You are oh my god, you're a goddamn public servant. You should be making as much or less than I do. And
You
I'm a
should be
journeyman
making-
machinist.
You should be making minimum wage.
Yeah.
Is what they should
Well,
be making.
Well,
Or per
somewhere
diem.
around there, but maybe or per diem. Yeah, that's one of the things that I keep hearing people say all the time, which I can agree with because okay, here's this per diem and shit like that. If you want to be able to trade, then you ain't gonna make shit otherwise.
Yeah. Yeah. If you want to work for a bank, then that's it. You're done. You get
That
no
was the
more
whole
money.
point of
You get
being a
no-
politician is to not make money more than the fucking people you represent.
Yeah. But now it's just become all about who you know and what you can go on to next. You know,
Mhm.
you can go on and preach about climate change and then buy a house on the beach.
Right.
$115 million house or whatever it is, or $15 million house on the beach.
Right.
As you
Oh,
preach
exactly.
about climate change and how the oceans are going to rise the next 15 feet, then why are you on the beach?
Right. Well, and that's the funny thing is that anytime anyone says anything about that, I'm like, well, what happens to a fucking big ass bowl when an ice cube melts in it? Nothing.
Nothing.
You fucking morons.
It's the same. You ever put ice in a water in your glass? Does it overflow? No. By the way, did we forget that we went through an ice age, and then before that it was really hot, and then we went through an ice age, and now it's getting hot again, and then probably eventually we'll go through an ice age again. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing
Cyclical.
too that's the thing that I've told the people too, and they just don't seem to fucking get it. It's like you don't understand cycles in life. Like we were probably already supposed to have an ice age, and the reason why we haven't is because we are here. We
Yeah.
probably won't have an ice age within a human lifetime because we are keeping it warm to an extent, but we are not literally warming the planet. We aren't. I'm sorry, but we're not.
Listen.
I can't
Mother-
wait for this skid pull from YouTube.
I'm surprised I haven't seen one X on the side already.
Exactly. Yeah, our climate is cyclical and
Always has been.
Always has been.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, and that whole deal with the bank that you just showed, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up our next worst fear because we've already been talking about it for a little while, and the people in the chat that know anything about crypto and that other shit, you're gonna know exactly what he's talking about, which he says it right fucking here, which is the worst parts.
We think that there are 4 characteristics of if we were to pursue a CBDC, it would at a minimum have the following 4 characteristics. First is intermediated. Second is privacy protected. The third is identity verified. So it would not be anonymous. It
Which
would not be
means
an anonymous bearer instrument.
3
And
cancels
fourth
out
is
2.
transferable or interoperable. So we would be looking to balance privacy protection with identity verification, which has to be done, of course, in today's traditional banking system as well. We think that there are 4 characteristics of if we were to pursue a CBD.
How can anyone on the goddamn planet think that any of that's okay whatsoever? Like in any way, shape, or form. You literally have no
we're gonna keep your privacy,
like-
but you're not gonna have privacy.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
You are not anonymous at all, and then they want to try to keep anonymity, but then it has to be ID verified, which means that once you're verified, that anonymity completely goes out of the fucking room.
Yeah. They double
And
check.
also MasterCard, Visa, American Express are already fucking putting gun sales
Mhm.
or firearm sales into their own code.
Yeah.
Which that's the start of a fucking list, which is illegal.
Yeah.
Then they want to talk about this. So if they switch to the central digital bank currency, they don't even want you to buy a fucking gun.
No.
They will literally take and program that central digital bank currency to never be able to buy a firearm from any fucking gun store, period.
Nope. And then they're gonna phase out, and then, like you said, they'll phase out cash. You won't be able to pay for it with cash, and they'll know everything you do. They'll know everything you do. You will not be able to get away with anything.
Well, also, if they bring that in too, crypto's probably out of the fucking door in the US.
Oh yeah.
Like if they bring in their own central digital bank currency,
Bye-bye.
Bitcoin will probably be fucking gone. Fucking Algorand, Stellar, all that shit. They'll probably outlaw it.
Yeah. Yep. Everything.
What? Hold on. Coolio was just found dead at 8.
Oh,
Wow,
shit.
that's crazy. Damn. That's a fucking breaking news. Damn.
The FDA is proposing changes to. Now that I didn't get that, that wasn't it. The FDA, no.
Yeah.
Cancel that.
The only FDA one that I heard is that FDA is trying to take over supplements now.
Well, I
Which
mean,
I'm surprised they didn't try to a long fucking time ago, but still.
I don't know.
But yeah, that whole deal with the central currency, man, like more people need to wake up to that. Because like I've shown a few people the articles of it, and every time I have, it's Executive Order 14067. Like I have said before too, and maybe I'll go ahead and put a banner up real quick so you guys can see it. But it's Executive Order 14067. Look that up, and that is the central bank digital currency, to where they want to be able to bring it in and completely do away with our cash, fucking control us. And every time I brought it up, people keep saying, well, that would start a civil war, and they'll never do that. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, yeah, keep trusting your fucking government. Yeah, keep doing that, because let's see how well that has worked in the past fucking, however many years. Even under Trump, I don't give a flying fuck if anybody in here fucking likes him and wants to get mad about that. Fuck that. He didn't do that well either. He made a lot of fucking stupid fucking decisions as well. And under him, I wouldn't be surprised if he fucking did say that he wouldn't mind a central bank digital currency. Not even joking. It's our entire government that is fucked up.
Yeah. They just want to fuck us until we're
like, and I'd still say I voted for Trump, especially this last time, because it would have been better than this shit. But then here's the thing, though, too. Anybody who voted for Trump when this stuff starts happening, if he would have been about it, all of us would have been like, still, fuck you.
Yeah. They want to. That's exactly true. Also, your community gardens starting soon. You're not allowed to grow your own stuff. You're not allowed to grow your own shit.
Yeah, which is super fucked up.
Yep. But I have to say, in honor.
Yeah, exactly. They are. They're all cogs in the same wheel. That's how all of them are. Like, I like Trump to an extent, but it was because like he came in not a politician. Then after a while, he's like he did some. I like his foreign policy more than anything, and like a couple other things. But goddamn, man, like everyone needs to wake up to the fact that it doesn't matter who the fuck you vote in. Shit's not going to change until we actually take our right back to be able to abolish the goddamn government like we have our right to do and replace it. Some Coolio going now.
Right in the background. Rest in peace, Coolio.
Right. Rest in peace, Coolio.
I like this better than Gangsta's Paradise. I'm sorry. 2, 3, 4. Get your weight on the floor. You want to get up, get down.
This was when Coolio was more of that like hip hop fucking.
This was when Coolio had more hair than Homer Simpson at the end of his. Not at the end of his life. We had 3 little strands of hair sticking out of his head.
Right. That was the funniest shit though too. Is every time I hear about on what's it, Hot Ones, they're like, has anybody died or have you not heard back from anyone or whatever? So Sean Evans is always like, well, we've never heard from Coolio again. So
yeah. This is true. This is true. That show is amazing though.
Yeah.
They do some deep dives on those people.
Oh
That
yeah, they
show
do.
is it's just great. And by the way, so that clip I showed of Maya Rudolph from the Hot Ones show is in a movie or in a show. I forget. I was watching it with the wife, and it's a pretty good show. But it's about her husband was a millionaire, and then he cheats on her and tries to leave her destitute and poor, and she starts her own business or whatnot, something like that. And she's on the show, and that's what her husband on the show is like, "Fuck you, Sean. Fuck you. He's a fucking asshole." But the show is actually really good. I forget what the show is called, but the show's actually really good. Maya Rudolph's hilarious in the show.
I like her quite a bit too. I think she's
I
pretty
do.
fucking good.
She's just like, she's just odd because she's just dark complexion with freckles, and it's just kind of weird.
I know. I think. Well, I mean, for me though too, I actually think she's pretty attractive, but she's also funny as fuck. But
Yeah.
in that one show, she's fucking hilarious.
Which show?
God damn it, on Netflix. Where they play the hormone monsters and shit. I forgot the fucking name of that show. It's a Nick Kroll show.
Yeah. I have to watch it. Big Head.
Big Head, yeah.
Yeah, I have to watch it.
That shit's pretty funny.
There's so many things I have to watch. I'm just too busy scrolling on TikTok because watching all this TikTok drama. Have you seen what's going on TikTok with the conservatives?
No,
Like,
I
what?
haven't lately. I haven't even
Ugh.
wanted to go on there because I've been seeing the shit that Brokich.
Yeah.
Which we're gonna try to have him on soon. He's making a whiteboard. Like he has a whiteboard.
I don't even know what this stuff is going on.
Well, it's a lot. Well, here's the thing. There's actors amongst the groups that act like they are conservative or whatever else for a reason, to try to cause drama, to make you get your accounts taken down, or for you to just look argumentative. And then they go in like, if a conservative is going at a conservative about something, and one of them has been around for a while, but then makes some stupid statements, most likely that person's an actor. Like anybody who's on here who has seen the guy, Conservative Texan, fuck that guy. That guy has called people Trump tards whenever he's wearing America Great, Make America Great Again hat.
I don't.
I'm sorry, but that guy's a fucking actor. He's a piece of shit.
I'm friends with him, but listen, a lot of these people are just, friends that I'm friends with on TikTok.
yeah.
But like,
Oh,
I don't know these people, and
Well, the whole
I
thing
mean-
is to recognize patterns and like how they act, how are they go. Like I even asked Brokich about fucking Conservative Ant. I hope people see this too about that, because I think he's an actor. I don't think he's really fucking conservative. I think he fucking doesn't give a shit about the people at all whatsoever.
I don't.
But that's me.
I don't know. I don't know.
Because we were
these, like-
supposed to have him on the podcast
Yeah.
one time, and he fucking bitched out.
Yeah, and then he told me somebody passed away in his family, and then it turns out then he was on live like 10 minutes later.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
just-
Stacey, controlled opposition or controlled it's not opposition. Well, controlled sides. Because it could be on your side, but it's controlled still. So I guess controlled opposition, but to make it look like it's on your side in order for you to get close to them, then they fucking take you down or whatever. And that's another thing that when it comes to TikTok and shit like that, the person that you think is on your side or that is a bigger creator, look up their account. And if they have more than 5 to 10 accounts or so, they're probably on the left and it's a bot farm and they're getting you taken down.
Really?
Yep.
I got 3 accounts. One is just so I can make.
I'm
fun of
talking at
people.
I'm talking at one time.
Oh.
Like Tizzy Tent and that Thomas Powell douchebag and fucking
Oh.
Modern Warrior.
Yeah.
I looked them up. They
they-
literally had 30 fucking accounts. That's a bot farm.
Is it really?
Yes.
I know nothing about this. I'm just like, hey guys, donkey dick.
See, I've
That's
gotten
it.
way too into like the battling on there and like trying to fucking do all that shit for a while. That's the reason why I haven't went on there in a little while, because then it became like even people that I do like on the conservative sides are fighting with each other, which I think that some of them aren't controlled opposition. I just think they're fucking idiots. And like that what's it, Little County Girl, her talking about fucking her enjoying sex and stuff at like 12 and 13, but and that she understands like why people would think that they should, and then she goes in a later video that she doesn't think. Like, you sound like a fucking idiot. You are one of those people that was all about IMQ and for the fucking save the children and shit. Then you want to say that shit? You sound like a fucking moron.
I don't even know any of this stuff. Like I said, I'm stuck on people hating Scott D. Henry. I'm on like The conservatives, they hating on the conservatives. I'm like, ooh, what happened? I thought we were all having fun and everybody was, and then to me personally, I just think a lot of people just do it for content.
I do
That's it.
too.
I
do
think
too
a
in
lot of
ways.
people just do it for the content, and once their stuff dies down, they just got to go. There is no such thing as white people being oppressed. By the way, have you heard any person talk about they don't like the new Little Mermaid?
I mean, I've heard a few people say it, but
But
it's
like,
like I
where
really
they feel like white people are being oppressed because I saw a video of a little black girl. I was like, she's not white. Who's
Right.
that?
exactly.
Who is
yeah.
that, Mama? That
Oh,
girl's
I
not
s-
white.
I
Like-
saw one that like had a poster of fucking Mel Gibson on it. And it was like Martin Luther King Jr. movie.
But yeah, I mean, come on, like everybody was going crazy when what's her face was playing a Hawaiian, that girl that was popular for a little while, that blonde-headed girl. She was playing like a trans white trans Indian woman or something like that, and people were up in arms and they didn't want that movie to come out. And it's just like, well, if you're not handicapped, you shouldn't play a handicapped role. And it's like,
That's the stupidest shit ever.
but you want to turn the Little Mermaid. It's like, and then he's like, well, if they made the Princess Frog was a black girl and she was the first, and then everyone's like, well, do you know it started out as a white girl? Like, who cares?
Right.
Like, who? It's the same thing with women wanting to be in men's clubs and then just bitching that men are being men.
Well,
Like,
here's the
what
problem.
do you go
Here-
ahead, do
here-
your own
here's-
shit.
Well, here's the problem. It's cultural Marxism. And when it comes to cultural Marxism, they're going to erase everything that is the norm or that was the norm or that should be good. Like, there should never be a man in a woman's bathroom unless that man is in an emergency, period. If he's about to shit himself or anything like that, and same goes the opposite. There should never be a woman in a man's bathroom.
Listen.
Now why they are trying to do the whole it's now a black Ariel and everything else like that is because it's all about fucking completely washing anything that you did know what was true. That's why now anybody that's on the right or that likes freedom or anything else like that is considered a fascist. It's cultural Marxism.
Could you imagine if they made the all-white Lion King?
I know,
People
right? Yeah.
would be in Africa. It takes place in Africa. No, but I mean, can't we just, make it white people, man? I don't
I don't
can't we
even
all
know
just-
Ann Boylan show with a black. I don't even know what that is, to be honest. I'll have to look that up.
But like, nobody, because I was just like, nobody cared. Like, I haven't seen anybody really like upset about it. I've seen people talk about why they think it's a bad idea, but like not in an angry way. Like, I've seen people like, yeah, why would they do that? That makes no sense. But the way that people make it sound like you are not oppressed, that a black
Well,
girl
that's all-
is not
well,
like.
But that's the whole thing is that if I remade fucking Black Panther with a white dude as the fucking main guy, everybody would be pissed as fuck. But
Well-
then whenever anybody wants to even think that it's weird that Ariel is not a black girl, they're fucking called a racist.
Bigot and a
or-
racist.
Yeah, it's like because you guys are so fucking weak and it's just that victim culture bullshit. Again,
It's the whole
cultural Marxism.
black people can't get IDs. Like, do you
Right.
understand that you're the racist one? Second wife. Oh, really? Second wife of Henry the Eighth.
Yeah.
Black. Like,
I was gonna say, yeah, I highly
that's kind of
doubt
weird.
that- yeah, I highly doubt that she was at that time. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. It's just
Never had a black. Yeah, exactly.
like it's just, and people forget the whole like. I know we're jumping all over toxic, but I was watching the show, another show on Netflix with Trish, and it was about back in the day and Queen. I think it was about Queen Elizabeth, the I forget. Anyway, back in the Roman times or the medieval time, back in the medieval times, and And if you watch it, you understand what they meant by separation of church and state. They never meant like you can't have church in the state or you can't have church in the school. What they meant was the church is no longer allowed to make rules for the
Right.
state.
Well,
So
and
you
also,
can't- so they can't-
the state can't rule the church though, too. They
Yeah.
can't. They like we can't make like laws to say anything about the church.
Yeah.
And
So that's what it is. You can't. It's not like you can't have church in school. Well, you can, But what it was is like no longer is the church going to make like rules like you can't marry this person because the president can't marry this person because she's Protestant or this person can't. The Protestants can't own businesses because that's what it was about. It wasn't
Mhm.
the dumbed down version that people have it nowadays. Like you can't say the prayer in school. That's not what it's about.
that's not what it's about. Yeah,
Absolutely,
it's
not
not
what
at all.
about. But yeah,
Not at
there's
all.
just-
Well, but that's also the same fucking stupid people that want to try to argue the Second Amendment and well-regulated militia because they're fucking retarded, thinking that the state or the government is what is regulation. Like, no, we are the regulation.
Well, also speech has changed so much. Remember when a racist used to be a racist and not
Yeah.
anybody who thinks differently than a person of color? You remember
Oh, exactly,
remember when person of color was deemed racist? And now all of a sudden, it went back to NAACP.
Oh yeah, just thinking the fact that the best person for the job should be doing the fucking job. Now you're
Yeah.
racist.
Yeah. So like Elizabeth and I worked separate church and state. Oh, I said Elizabeth and I. I thought Stacy and Elizabeth worked together. I thought that's how old Stacy was.
Like, man, you're fucking
Shit.
ancient, yo.
Stacy, man, you've been around a long time,
You've been like,
You're like
you
a
gotta come on the
vampire,
podcast,
lady.
man.
Yeah, I want to talk to a vampire. That lady's been around for a long time.
I want to talk to a vampire, man.
That'd be kind of cool, man. Stacy, you want to come on the show and tell us how Elizabeth I was?
You've been through some decades, yo.
I thought you said you've been through some dick, yo.
No. Well, if she's that old, yes, but
Oh, I'm crying. I'm crying.
I want to talk to a vampire, yo.
Oh shit. Oh my
That's fucking
god.
great.
But yeah, it's just people forget that words have different meanings now than they used to mean. And just because you see well-regulated militia and now you think that a militia I got a dead. Just because you think a militia now is guess different terminology than they used to. People back then were a lot smarter than we are. The smartest person right now is probably dumber
Well,
than Washington and all that.
No,
But besides
no.
the fact that they were all kind of young.
well, and I will say this: the smartest. It just depends on what you're going with. Like, whenever I hear somebody say I'm highly educated, I don't fucking listen to them at all whatsoever.
No.
I'm like, you can
know.
shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Do you see these diplomas behind me? I don't
Yeah.
care.
I don't care because most likely you believe in socialism, which guess where that works? Nowhere.
I don't care how much you want to sugarcoat it with shit and sprinkles. If you
Yeah.
put sprinkles on shit, it's still shit.
Right. You can only polish a turd so much. It's still a
Yeah.
fucking turd.
Yeah. And they'll be fucking shiny. Never shiny.
Never shiny.
Never shiny.
Because I ain't never scared. I ain't never scared.
Neither is a vampire.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. That vampire ain't scared of shit.
Stacy needs to change her name to Blade.
Blade Hartman. There you
Blade
go.
Hartman. There you go.
I'll tell you who's not. I'll tell you who's not never fucking scared is this lady. She's fucking
dude.
awesome.
Holy cow.
Yeah,
Uh,
Italy's new far right leader, Giorgia Meloni, and her ties to American politics. She is a badass, and the only reason why she's being called a far right or a fascist because in her speech, the main thing that she pointed out was God, country, and fucking family. That's how it should be.
Yeah, but she says, I'm a mother. I'm this. Yeah. All the leftists said the same thing. I'm a mother. I'm this. Okay. Yeah.
Right.
That's what she is. She's a mother.
Well, and
She's
they
a
want to talk
wife.
to her being they and her ties to American politics, but then they also want to talk about the fact that some of the people that like support her or whatever else also like supported Mussolini before and shit like that. I mean, dude, are you serious? Like, if anyone who's like maybe this guy, I don't know how fucking old he is, but anyone who supported Mussolini that is like with her has got to be fucking like 90.
I'm trying to find that clip where the
Dude, it's fucking ridiculous, man. Like that's the whole thing is that like as we keep saying, all these words that they keep using like fascist, racist, anything like that. I mean, even bigot, any of that, even phobic, any of it just doesn't have a fucking meaning because anytime that you don't agree with them, or if you stand for actual rights in your country, you are labeled a far right fucking fascist and anything like that. Shit, there's leftists that fucking disagree with some of the left and then they fucking get cast out because as we know, the left eats its own.
Yeah. Eventually, that you can't go far. Every time you think you're far left, and I've been in some of these lives where people are apologizing
Stacey.
for nonsense. Like, I'm sorry, I did I call you a she? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you a she.
Oh
No,
my
you called
God,
me
I
a she.
hate that.
Oh, did you? I'm sorry. Did I use the wrong pronoun? What's your That's my favorite.
It
keep
is
going, "What's your
ma'am."
pronoun.
It is ma'am.
What's your pronoun? What's your pronoun?
Yeah.
My pronoun is shut. This is an invalid search inquiry. Oh man. They're trying to take down Georgia Maloney in Twitter.
Dude, she's and like I said, she's actually pretty hot too and young. Like good looking woman, young, believes in her fucking in her country, in freedom, and then they want to start fucking doing all that. Like it's so fucking ridiculous, dude.
They kind of hold on. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. I just want to show you this real quick before you put that back up. They
No, I'll
kind
cut
of
that. But that's pretty much everyone else might know about that. There's not a whole lot more to go into that.
They did her wrong in that picture.
Okay. Not a great cover. I'll give them that. I mean, I'd click on it.
I would too. She got an OnlyFans.
Yeah, right. She got an OnlyFans. I'd watch her OnlyFans.
I just
the only political figure with an Only. That would be fucking hilarious.
God.
I'd be like,
yeah.
Keep speaking Italian, baby.
Speak Italian. Roll your spaghetti, baby. Roll
that. Roll those R's, baby.
All right. Dude, I would put in $100 to just watch her roll around in spaghetti as the new prime minister. Just in an American bathing suit. All right, in an American bathing suit.
See, that would be fucking
roll
hilarious.
around in spaghetti.
But in an American bathing suit, that would be fucking hilarious.
Listen, you don't have to get naked. Just put on an American bathing suit and roll around spaghetti. We'll throw you $100. All right, lady? We'll throw you $100.
You don't realize how much we're gonna fuck with the entire world right now. Come on, girl. Let's do this.
Oh my God. But yeah, they were calling her fascist. And once again, all the news, and I wish I could, I thought I saved it. I thought I retweeted it, but you know how Twitter is. They probably just got rid of it, where all the news stations are like, far right. Oh, it hasn't been this far right since World War II. Hasn't been this far right since World War II. Hasn't been this far right since Mussolini and Stalin. Hasn't been this far. And every single one of them. Right. Every single news station. But they call everybody else sheep. Everybody else is sheep because, they look into things. They go, hey, give us a minute. Let's try to figure that. No. Nope. They just tried it
Right.
quickly.
Well,
and then
and then-
they end up backtracking and nobody cares by that point.
Well, the funny thing is though too is even with Biden coming in, I haven't heard one comparison as to our government being this far left since 1913 when we brought in the IRS and the central bank, which automatically made us more left, like completely.
Yeah,
But
and
whatever.
I love when people compare socialism to like, well, the fire department and the police and the roads. Yes, but we pay into that. That's the thing. We
That's
pay
called state.
Yeah.
That's called your fucking state.
Yep.
Stop fucking worrying about federal income. Like, we should not be paying federal income tax, period.
Nope.
Really, even in your state, you shouldn't be. But if it comes to my state, I like my state and I'll pay percentages to my state. But
Yeah.
when it comes to federal, kiss
Fuck
my
'em.
ass. Yeah, fuck you.
Fuck 'em. There's no need. There is
No.
no need. The federal government is just to over. It's just once again, it's the United States of America.
Right, that's the
It's
whole point
all-
of the Federalist
We are.
Papers.
We're all Europe. We're all of Europe under one blanket.
Right.
Well,
Well,
I
and
went
like
to say umbrella and blanket. I called it an unblanket.
Well,
One.
that-
We're under one unblanket.
Right. Yeah, no, yeah. Well, that's another thing too, is that I see some constitutionalists say that they're anti-federalism, and I'm like, so you want to take rights away from states? That doesn't make any fucking sense to me. I understand that you may want just the Constitution. I can understand that for the law of the land. But I agree with federalists or federalism aspects because each state should be able to do what the fuck they want.
Yeah.
Even if it does somewhat go against the Constitution, you in that state can also vote that motherfucker out so it gets more toward the Constitution. That also gives you more freedom.
Yeah, gives you more power. Gives you more power. But people who just sit home and try to, and these people on TikTok are just it kills me. Like you sit there and you watch these people beg people for money. My Cash App is in my bio.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah. Make
Yeah.
sure you hit that Cash App. Make sure you hit that Venmo. Like, yo, you're sitting there arguing with people and pretending to go to the police and doing this, and people are getting at people's addresses and giving people's addresses out, and you got to get lawyers for what?
What was it?
It's this stupid app.
Right. Well, DK fucking made a great point on that. He's like, "Oh, you're all about voluntarism whenever it comes to that. Like you'll voluntarily take people's money and shit like that until it comes to you fucking doing something.
Yeah.
Then you're not about voluntarism.
No. Hey, go volunteer doing the roads. Go volunteer doing no.
Yeah,
they don't
no,
want
that's
to.
the government. Blah. No,
Yeah.
it's not. Actually, no, it really shouldn't be. Actually, it should be most of the motherfuckers in your area. And if it takes a weekend for them to do it, so what? They can get it fucking done, but you want to keep giving your money to this big fucking government. And then they create unions where this guy only sweeps this shit, then this guy only fills in this hole, and this guy only sets up a fucking sign.
Yeah. this
You
guy-
know?
I'm like, how do you get that job? How do you get the job where the
Right.
guy holds the pole? Is that the older guy? The
Oh, and that
senior guy?
motherfucker, that shit pisses me off because I risk my life next to a fucking 1,000 RPM fucking spindle every day almost. And this guy's like, slow, stop.
Yeah.
And he's earning more than I am. Fuck you, dude. You
Yeah.
don't deserve that shit.
No. Nope. But but I mean, even cops, they make more money on their side jobs protecting the construction people and just sitting there and just waiting, making sure nobody plows into those people, and the cops are just making like $50 an hour, just like hanging out all day and chilling, and it's like
Right.
I-
Well, I mean, but who knows? That may that may change here pretty fucking soon, which we're gonna watch a little bit of this. It's a little bit long. Hopefully we don't watch the whole fucking thing. But all of that may be changing here soon if World War III kicks the motherfucker off, because we don't know who did what to Nord Stream 2. But Tucker
Ooh.
kind of goes into some of it on this, so we're gonna listen to a little bit of it. Probably not the whole thing, but it's 11 minutes. But I'm going to play
Good
a
evening
decent
and
little bit
welcome
of
to
it.
Tucker Carlson tonight. You hate to start a Tuesday evening on a grim note, but one of
No,
the
you don't.
environmental catastrophes, one of
Yeah,
the
right.
great environmental catastrophes of our time.
I wish he would
is
leave
unfolding
Fox News.
tonight
I
off the
actually
coast of
like him,
Denmark.
but he needs
The
to leave
Nord
Fox.
Stream
Fuck
pipeline,
Fox.
which are enormous Russian-owned conduits that carry natural gas from Russia to Western Europe, have been breached. As we speak, Nord Stream 1 and Nord Stream 2 are pouring millions of cubic meters of natural gas into the Baltic Sea.
Yeah, into the
Pictures
air.
from the air, which you can now see on your screen, show a toxic bubble field more than half a mile wide. You can only guess at how many marine mammals are being killed right now, countless. But the lasting damage may be to the atmosphere. Natural gas is comprised of up to 90% methane. Methane, as Joe Biden has
I hope nobody fucking farts around there.
driver of global warming.
Bam!
Well, no, light's a lighter.
It just happened to the
Yellow,
Nord Stream pipeline,
yellow,
which is
you want the
close to
lighter? Here.
apocalypse as we have ever come. So the question is, how did this happen? And it turns out it was not an accident. At the very same time that leaks in these pipelines were detected, Swedish officials recorded 2 powerful undersea explosions, each one of which was equivalent to hundreds of pounds of TNT.
Okay, that
Nothing
I
in
didn't
nature
hear,
can account
okay.
for that.
So there
Almost
were
immediately, the
explosions, okay.
pipelines
Yeah.
began leaking in 3 separate places. So there's only one explanation for what happened. This was an act of industrial terrorism.
It was
That
Osama
very
bin
obvious to
Laden.
the Prime Minister of
Ah, yeah, yeah,
Poland. and he
boom.
wasted no
Well, that was the first thing that I didn't hear him say the explosions, but that was the first thing that I thought about was actually hackers can get into those because those are actually ran on a grid. You can they hackers already stopped a pipeline once last year.
Yeah.
But now that I hear the explosion shit, okay. I didn't even really
I also-
hear that. Okay.
I also heard that they were doing some Navy training also over there, and there was a couple guys that they were doing detonation stuff over there too, and they were, it just so happened that they were in the Baltic Sea, and Joe
Just
Biden
so
kind of
happened.
and Joe
Yeah.
Biden just kind of said that we'll take care of it.
Yeah, Bo Jiden.
time in saying so. Watch.
Today, we are also dealing with an act of sabotage. We do not know the details of what happened yet, but we can clearly see that it is an act of sabotage.
We
An
use the
act
screen door
that probably
on the
marks the
thing.
next stage.
Is it just
in
funny
the
to me that
escalation
the
of the
American voice
situation
fits the way
we
he
are
looks?
dealing with in Ukraine?
We can clearly see, he said, this was an act of sabotage. an act of terrorism. Well, yes, you can see that. So the question is, who did it? And of course, this would be the same man who caused domestic inflation here in the US.
I put
Stole
on
the
my
2016
underwear
election from
first,
Hillary
and
Clinton.
then I
It'd be
put on my
Vladimir V.
socks,
Putin.
and then I put on my
The Washington
trousers.
Post got right to it. Putin,
Well-
they declared, is now weaponizing the Nord Stream pipelines. According to the Canadian
See,
ambassador
yeah,
to the
now they're
UN,
trying to make it
Vladimir
look-
Putin has decided to use, quote, pollution as an act of war. Progressive Twitter strongly
That's
endorsed
fucking
this conclusion.
stupid.
Putin
I'm
did.
sorry.
And that makes sense until you thought about it for just a moment.
Yeah.
Vladimir Putin may be evil. They tell us that he is evil. But is he stupid? Probably isn't
No,
stupid.
he's not.
And yet, and here's the strange part, if you are Vladimir Putin, you would have to be a suicidal moron to blow up your own energy pipelines. That's the one thing you would never do. Natural gas pipelines are the main source of your power and your wealth, and most critically, your leverage over other countries. Europe needs your energy now more than ever with winter approaching. If you can't deliver that energy, then countries like Germany have no need to pay attention to
Exactly.
what you want. You're in the middle of a war, an all hands on deck war, so you need all the leverage you can get. Under these circumstances, there is no chance you would blow up Nord Stream 1 or 2. Not now, obviously. In fact, it's so obvious that even our famously dim Secretary of State, Tony Blinken, seemed to acknowledge it. Sabotaging Nord Stream, he said
thought
today,
that was Pee Wee
is
Herman.
clearly in no one's
Right.
interest.
I thought that was Paul Rubin.
Right. But really only
You ever seen me
halfway.
in a movie
It
theater?
is true that blowing up Nord Stream does not help Vladimir Putin. He would not do that. Why would he? But that doesn't mean that other countries wouldn't consider doing it. They would consider it. And we know they have considered it because at least one of them has said so in public. In early February, less than 3 weeks before the war in Ukraine began, Joe
Oh,
Biden
yeah.
suggested on camera that he might take out these pipelines.
Yeah,
Why?
exactly like that.
If Russia invades, that means tanks or troops crossing the border of Ukraine again. Then there will be no longer a Nord Stream 2. We will bring it into it.
I just shit my pants.
How will you do that
Ice cream,
exactly?
vanilla fudge,
Since the project and control of the project is within Germany's control.
12-year-old girls.
We will, I promise you, we'll be able to do it.
Notice how he phrased that. And he's the president.
Yeah.
Doesn't phrase things by accident, particularly when he's reading off cards.
Yes, he does.
I promise
He didn't
you.
say, I will pause
I
the
promise you
delivery
would be
of
able to
gas
do that.
from Russia to Germany. He said there won't be a Nord Stream 2. We'll put an end to it. We'll take it out. We'll blow it up. How will you do this? He was asked. I promise you we will be able to do it. They thought this through. And yet those watching, very much including us, didn't take Biden seriously when he said it. This is the president who has declared climate change the most pressing emergency in the history of the world. This is the man who lectures you about using a wood stove or driving an SUV because of its emissions.
Which that's wild
This is
for
the
him to
guy
lecture
who
about a wood
spent
stove, but yeah.
billions trying to mitigate cow flatulence because methane. Would that guy really blow up a methane pipeline in the middle of the Baltic Sea? It was hard to imagine. That would be an unimaginably reckless act. That would be the kind of thing you would do if you wanted to start a nuclear war. It would be insane. And yet, in retrospect, it's obvious they were thinking about this because Joe Biden wasn't the only person to suggest it. Toria Nuland at the State Department said pretty much the very same thing.
Yep.
Nuland is a lifelong war cheerleader.
That's
She
why I
worked
want to
bring
play
about
this.
The Iraq invasion, never apologized, kept going. She helped engineer the coup that overthrew the Ukrainian government some years back. So capable, clearly she's capable of anything. But environmental terrorism, even for Toria Nuland, that seemed too much, too extreme. And yet here she is in January.
With regard to Nord Stream 2, we continue to have very strong and clear conversations with our German allies. And I want to be clear with you today. If Russia invades Ukraine, one way or another, Nord Stream 2 will not move forward.
One way or the other.
What's
We'll
with her
stop Nord Stream.
eyebrows?
Now, looking back, those words seem chilling 8 months later as natural gas pours into the Baltic Sea.
I don't trust
The
anybody
atmosphere.
with super uneven
So you have to ask,
eyebrows.
could the Biden administration really
Or
do
no
something like
eyebrows.
this?
Or no eyebrows.
We can't say for sure. We don't know for sure. We can tell you that close allies of the Biden White House believe they certainly did do it. Radek Sikorski is a Polish politician. He's chairman of the EU-USA
See, like, this is
delegation
what's
in the
scary.
European
If
Parliament.
Biden actually
He's
did
connected.
this shit,
He's
or
also
we
the
had
husband of
anything to do
regime
with it,
stenographer Ann
we
Applebaum
just started
of the
World War
Atlantic
III
Magazine.
in a way.
Sikorski
Like,
is so close
absolutely.
to Joe Biden that he's got a picture of the two of them together in his Twitter profile. So when the pipelines blew up, Sikorski responded immediately. And here's what he wrote. Thank you, USA. So once again, did the
That's
Biden
fucked up.
administration really do this? It's hard to believe. Given that it's an atrocity, it's effectively an act of terrorism, we don't want to make that accusation. But we should tell you that, maybe not coincidentally, today, a brand new pipeline was unveiled, a pipeline that carries non-Russian natural gas in roughly the same area as Nord Streams 1 and 2. This is called the Baltic Pipe. It was inaugurated in Poland. It will carry natural gas from Norway through Denmark to Poland and other countries nearby. And it's likely to do very well since now it has less competition.
Just so happens.
Wow.
Making sense? What does the White House say about this? How are they accounting for what
Yep.
happened today? Well, they're not exactly enthusiastically denying responsibility for it. Instead, they're looking at the upside. Here's the president's publicist noting that the destruction of yet another energy pipeline is yet another opportunity for you to buy an electric car.
Oh, yeah.
As you all know, these pipelines weren't pumping gas into Europe at this time. NS2 was
Fucking
never
sideshow,
operational,
Bob.
as you guys know. NS1 has not been operational for weeks because Putin has weaponized energy. And we have said this many times
No, he
before.
hasn't, bitch.
This just
We have.
drives home the importance of our efforts to work together to get alternative gas supplies to Europe and to support efforts to reduce gas consumption and accelerate true energy independence by moving to clean energy economy.
Remember, folks,
Oh,
the
moving to
only
clean
way
energy,
to
say
get
the people who
by
very
a
may
hurricane
well
is to
be
get your vaccine
responsible.
too.
Right.
Remember,
Exactly,
folks,
yeah.
if you want to survive your Hurricane Ian, make sure you're vaccinated.
Make sure you're vaccinated.
What does the two have to do with each other?
Mm-hmm. Well, the only
You're
thing
about to
that I
start
hear,
World War III. Here's an idea. If they throw an EMP over, guess what cars don't work? any of them, but especially the electric ones.
Right, especially the electric ones. Like, but even like with mine's 2008, but there's certain things that I can do to it to make it still work. I can disconnect my battery and take a few things out, and also Mylar blanket certain things, and it'll emit the signal off. But I have to do it knowing that it's gonna fucking happen.
Knowing that an EMP is coming.
Yeah.
But it's still.
But nonetheless, all of that just seems to coincide with each other way too fucking well.
Yeah. Yeah. Just so happens there's another pipeline coming through. Just so
Yeah.
happens the same thing with when Joe Biden tells everybody he's going to go to EV and everybody's going to have to buy an EV by 2035. And then all of a sudden, well, gas has hit an all-time high for the first time in 60 years.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, oh no, the president has nothing to do with. Oh, now the gas is coming down. President is great, isn't he? He brought the gas down. You guys just said it wasn't his problem. It wasn't his fault. So how are you saying?
Wasn't his fault, but it starts going down, and then it's all about he's fucking doing great.
But I just don't. He said in the debate against Trump, if you had a chance to take away natural gas or whatever the hell he said yes, and the moderator went, "Why would you say that?" Even the moderator was like, "What the fuck?
Why
Joe,
would you say that?
What? Why would you say that?" And it's like it's just coincidence, guys. Guys, it's just a coincidence. It's nothing to do. One has nothing to do with the other.
Just a coincidence, okay.
And
I know coincidences. I know the best coincidences.
I've made the coincidences. Guys, I've come up with the coincidence.
You want to talk about something that's fucking awesome?
Look at that big ass. Look at that big juicy booty.
I fucking love that shit.
Anytime the "I'm gonna come" clip is used in anything, I'm done. I'm done. I cannot.
And it's the best fucking look too. She's like directly on his butt. That big juicy booty. He's like, I'm gonna come.
I'm gonna come. Even with the Kamala Harris, don't come. I'm gonna come.
I'm gonna come. We have the best of everything. I'm gonna come.
I mean, how could you? I don't get how you don't love. I mean, I don't know. Like, how do you not like him? Like, especially if you're from New York. Like, I don't get it. Like, he's from New York.
Yeah.
He's a dickhead, just like every other dickhead in New York, but they don't like him. Why? Is it because he's a smarter dickhead than you? Because he made all these millions of dollars?
Right, because he didn't fucking play ball with you motherfuckers, so you don't like him?
Yeah, now he doesn't play ball with you guys. And now all of a sudden, I want to take my ball. I want to go home.
Well, here's another thing that has to do with that fucking most likely that pipeline.
I'm gonna come.
I'm gonna come. Pipeline. U.S. Embassy and consulates in Russia warn Americans to leave Russia immediately.
Yeah, but
U.S. Embassy and consulates in Russia warn Americans to leave Russia immediately. U.S. citizens should not travel to Russia, and those residing or traveling in Russia should depart Russia immediately while limited commercial travel options remain, according to the notice. This didn't happen until after that bullshit with the fucking pipeline.
But I mean, this is what, like the 9th time they've told Americans to leave Russia?
I don't think that many, but it's been a few times.
Yeah,
but
they
now
told
it's
Americans.
but now it's starting to come again, and I think that it's more of a bigger warning now.
Well,
especially with the fact that Putin has warned against the tactical nuke that he's going to use in Ukraine. But here's another thing: the reason why they're warning against that is because they did their vote shit. So now territories in Ukraine that they have occupied, they consider theirs. So if there is an attack on one of those Ukraine areas, they consider that shit an attack on Russia.
Yeah. Did you hear that America wants to take in Russian asylees? I'm sorry.
Really?
What? Yeah.
Yeah. What?
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah.
Because that would have nothing to do. There would be nobody claiming Russian asylum that would want to do any harm to Americans or get in good with Americans and maybe be spies. Not at all. No, there would be none of those people coming here, would there be?
What the fuck?
I don't get it. Why do we do this? We're just screwing ourselves. And then when all this, what? And then when all of a sudden, stop being racist. Oh, now Russians are good.
Yeah, now Russians are good. Yeah.
Oh, I just can't take. I'm so glad I'm in the middle of nowhere. And for as nice as Kansas is, everybody just hates. Kansas is kind of like Irish brothers, where you can beat each other up, you can kill each other, but if somebody from the outside wants to come in, they look at you like, what the fuck are you doing here? Huh?
Right.
Who the
Well,
fuck are
I've
you?
got another country to not visit anytime soon, Spain.
But they want to
A
teach your
Spanish
kids about little.
Yeah, a Spanish minister says children can have sexual relations with whoever they want. How about no, bitch? And why do you look so fucking emotional, right? You look like you got that. It's just a bad picture, maybe, but Jesus Christ, like,
She's looked like she's pegged a Spaniard or two.
right? Yeah,
Yeah,
probably. She's like,
she-
but I want this here. I want to be able to do all of that
Just,
because I'm
let
so
me just
fucked
put
up.
it here. It's just a knuckle. Come, it's just 2 fingers. It's just 3.
See, and
Open
how
up, bitch.
Orwellian does this sound though, too? Minister of Equality. Yesterday, the Minister of Equality of Spain, the communist Irene Montero, starred. Wait, in an unusual intervention. Okay, that sounds weird though. In
Starred.
Congress, that has generated great. Well, she kind of, I guess, starred because she made herself a star by being a moron.
Rice and
by doing
beans,
that.
son. We got rice
Like,
and
is
beans.
there-
We got spaghetti. Come on, let's do this.
Is there literally anyone else there that thinks that that's okay? Like,
Yeah. Yes.
based yes on consent, and there are rights they have are recognized and that you don't like. But what fucking age? What are you talking about? Like, that's the whole thing. Consent, the age of consent in Spain is 16 years old, which is fucking disgusting. I'm sorry, I don't care. Anybody who is any age over even like 17 or 18, there's just
Still
me though.
borderline. Well,
Yeah.
listen. When
Well,
you have
no,
a-
but I'm
when you have
talking like
daughters or you have
I'm
a
talking
daughter,
like you're
all of a
well,
sudden
I'm
35 looks like 18.
Well,
Now.
yeah, no, but I'm talking like even if you are a 19-year-old and you want to bang a 16-year-old, I'm sorry, but you're a gross motherfucker. That's how I am though.
Whoa.
And there's gonna be
I may-
people that'll
I may
argue
have been a
that.
19-year-old that was in a relationship with a 16 or 17-year-old.
Hey, it may have happened at one time, but if I knew about it and I knew you, I'd be like,
Yeah.
stop it.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Because that's
listen,
it's just weird to me. Like even whenever I was at that age, I still thought that way, like I do now.
Dude,
But that's always been me.
there was girls, and there's a girl I'm still friends with to this day who used to talk about she was what is she for like we were like freshmen or something like that, and she was talking about hanging out with college dudes, and she was like, and I was like, what?
Well, he's trying to
How?
get. Yeah, well, no, not even that. Not how. I know exactly how. But are you trying to get railed 17,000 times by a bunch of dudes that just don't give a fuck? Like,
I love her to death now, but at that time I was like, man, I can't wait to be in college to get the girls my age. And then I was in college, I was like, wait a minute, that's kind of weird.
I've always been weird about shit like that though. I don't know why. I just always have been. Like, I even had that conversation not too long ago with a dude at my work. He's only 22 and I'm 40. And I was like, even if a girl's under 30, I can't even try to talk to her. I haven't like there's just no point. He's like,
now.
he's like, why would you be like? I'm like, because if you're under 25, you have no fucking idea what I'm talking about almost anything.
No.
And most likely you're liberal and won't like me.
No. You know about Back to the Future? Back to the what? Sorry. Yeah. Remember? Yeah. Remember when CDs
how about
used
back
to
to your
skip?
basement?
Remember when CDs used to skip? What's that CD? Dude, my favorite thing on TikTok is watching these kids trying to use a rotary phone or open a cassette player.
Yeah.
Like, How do you get?
I've seen a video of like some younger ones trying to use a rotary phone. They're like, I have no.
They start pushing it. They're like, is this
right? I still literally have memories of like me messing up on 0 on some of my friends' numbers and hanging up, and I'll be like, I'll call you back in 5 minutes. I'm not fucking doing this.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. I'm not calling. I used to stay with my grandparents on weekends. They're like, yeah, call your mother. Okay, good. Phone don't work. It's broken. And then the long ass cord. Like, yo, that cord was, and then AOL when it first came out.
Oh yeah.
Somebody picked up get on the phone.
Oh yeah, AOL was the fucking worst too, man. Because you actually had to like pay by minutes and shit.
Oh my god, yeah. Remember when you used to have to pay? See, we can't have this conversation. If you're under 25 years old, this conversation would go so far over your head. That,
oh yeah,
because me and Trish were talking to something about, and I said something about, oh yeah, I had a dream I was dating Selena Gomez, and she's like, ew, that's gross. She's like, she's so young, and then we looked it up, and it was like Selena Gomez is 30. I'm like, excuse me. Selena Gomez is 30.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, holy shit, I feel old.
It's like, actually, no, she's not. She just looks like that because she's fucking Hollywood. That's the reason why.
Yeah, but like, you can't have these conversations like, yeah, remember when you used to get a phone call and your sister used to pick up the other line and you're like, get off the phone. You're talking to some girl and your sister's just like, hey, what are you doing? Who are you on the phone? None of your business. Get off the phone. Ma, get off the phone.
Right? Get this bitch off the phone.
Honey, you have to come down for meatloaf. I'm not coming down. I'm on the phone.
I ain't coming down for shit. I'm about to fucking try to come on this bitch.
Trying to come through the phone, Ma. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Honey, you got to put your underwear. You got to stop leaving brown streaks in your underwear because I get Mom.
Like, no, I'm a man. I'm gonna leave them brown streaks. I'm gonna leave those brown streaks on the fucking toilet.
Those are magic streaks. I don't know how those things get there.
Right.
But yeah, man, it's just talking to younger, like there are a couple I've seen younger women who like older stuff, and that like impresses me, like, you know, to think that there's actually women out there that still think that, you know, like I got lucky. I found myself a woman who likes to cook, you know, so, and that's like not a thing really anymore. Like a lot of these women either don't cook or like are actually, a lot of women are really into cooking, but some of these cooking things that they do, they take like some weird shit and put some weird
that's the one thing, like the main thing that I don't get is like whenever a dude has at least 1 or 2 kids and he likes to date younger women and shit, automatically to me that's a big red flag, because me being a dad of 3, like, unless your eyes were blue and are now gray because you've had the life sucked out of you by your fucking kids and everything else, like I'm almost not even interested. Like, you have to at least have a kid or 2 in your life. You've had to have to go through some shit in your life for me to even be interested, to be able to talk to you, anything like that.
Yeah. You have to just want to throw a kid after a while, because, you know, these young people, how can you do that to you?
Like,
you
have a kid? You can see it build up, and then they're mentally doing it, but not actually doing it. And you point at them, you're like,
you ever been in a store and watch a mother yell at her kid and just give her the nod, like,
I know,
get him.
Yeah.
Get him.
I have. I've seen parents yell at their kids, and I look over and I'm like,
you shouldn't yell at your children like that. No, in my head, I'm like, bitch, have you got home with that kid? Have you taken that kid home? Have you been up at 3 a.m. when the kid is yelling and screaming that because he hasn't taken a shit in 2 days because he doesn't want to? Have you ever been that? He doesn't want to, so he's screaming at 3 a.m. Meanwhile, you got to go to work at 6. You got a whole 8-hour day of work, 8 to 12-hour day. You come home, and that little shithead is now taking his food and throwing it all over the place. Your wife is screaming that, you know, she hasn't gotten sleep either. Yeah, no, you haven't gotten that? No, then shut the fuck up.
And at that moment, you would have fucking hand him a picture, be like, "Yeah, a real gift from God, huh?"
Yeah. God truly loved me. gave me this, Mister. I won't shit it. I won't shit. And then decides in the middle of Kohl's, hey, mommy, look at this.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Shit's pants.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If a woman hasn't experienced that, I don't want it.
Exactly. Yeah. I want to be with a woman that's dead in her eyes now because she's fucking been through so much shit.
She has a deadbolt on her door because her kids are just it's
because
just
they're fucking crazy.
She needs some time. Oh,
hell yeah.
That's
real
woman
life. That's what that is.
I don't want some girl. Oh my God, we spent $600 at the bar last night. Jimmy bought us drinks. He's so nice. Yeah, Jimmy's nice.
Oh, dude. When I was like, I think I was, and yeah, that was one of the weirdest times because I've been with a girl that was way older than me. Like I was 30 and she was 46 at one time. That was pretty odd. But I also at one time I was 33 and I was with a I was 33 and I was with a 23-year-old for a little bit. And that only lasted for so long because of exactly how I feel. Like I was like, she's awesome, cool chick to an extent, but then she was so young. Like I was like, I have nothing fucking in common with you whatsoever. Did we have great sex? Yes. Beyond that, nothing at all.
Could you bounce a quarter off that rear? Yes, you can. Is it also get rear-ended a lot? Yes, it does.
Yeah. And could I bounce ideas off of that brain? No, I could not.
Does it just go to mush? Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
I'm just like, and now that I've got a 19-year-old daughter, and it's just like, and that's all I can like.
It's weird.
Think of is like it's weird. Like I see some of these girls and like 19, 20, and I'm just like, and they're just like doing these. And I said to my daughter the other day, I go, oh, well, I don't even know if I'm supposed to like these videos that you put online. Like you're just sitting there trying to be all sultry and shit, and like, am I supposed to like this? Like, oh, look, my dad liked this. Like, what is going on here?
Right.
Like, I've never, my mommy liked it. Yay. Like, I don't, like Madison, what do you do? Like, I love you, do you, but like.
Well, that's like, I also have the feeling though, too, is that most kids that are under 18 probably shouldn't be online at all.
Yeah.
Which there's going to be so many parents would be like, well, my kid has a fucking Facebook and he's 15 for blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever. Cool. Do you. Now, when the repercussions happen, are you going to fucking admit you were wrong?
Well, that's what I mean. Like, these kids have no problem. This is why girls get dick pics all day. It's because now there's no repercussions about it.
No, exactly. Yeah. But the only repercussion that happens is that I have a few people on Facebook. Oh, I fucking love it. Whenever they get like dick pics and other shit like that, they screenshot that shit and fucking post it. Yeah. And I'm like, time to fuck this guy up. Start fucking tagging his ass and shit. I love shit like that.
Hey, is this your husband?
Oh, dude, if they're married to, that's even worse. That's fucking ooh.
But that's what I hate about people. I like people, but this is what I hate about them at the same time. You have a daughter. You have pictures of your daughters and your wife on your Facebook profile. You're sending a 18, 19-year-old pictures of your junk. And there you are proudly displaying your 18 and 19-year-old.
Exactly. And that's what plays into the whole weird fucking thing with like the older people with younger people. And it gets to be to a weird spot because then people are like, what if a 21-year-old is with a 17-year-old? It's not cool. I'm sorry. It's not fucking cool. I don't care what anyone, it's not cool. It's weird.
Yeah. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Especially nowadays, like the more that we get in the shit, people need to realize that shit is fucking weird. You don't really have anything in common, depending especially on your age bracket and shit like that. If you're 20, 21 and she's still fucking under 18, it's like, how about you just fucking bang somebody who's over 18? How about that?
I'm very curious.
Is that hard?
I'm very curious of what the Photoshop is and send them back.
Oh, I bet it's something about like the dick pics.
I photoshopped them and send them back. I want it. Like, do you put his wife's head on it?
Right?
Would you
bow tie and shit on it?
Put his daughter's head on his
that would
on
be
the end of it.
up.
Put his daughter's head or his kids on his balls. Just make his kids his balls.
That would be fucked up. That's a great idea though, but that would be fucked up.
Put his kids as his balls and his wife as his head, and just like, hey, is this your husband?
Is this your husband?
I couldn't. Like even with Trish, like when we were starting, like I was so scared. Like I was just like, no, I can't do this. I'm not used to it. You know, I can't. I'm not that confident. You know, I don't know. I just couldn't. I can't. I'm not saying I'm swinging. I'm not saying I'm not swinging. I'm not swinging. But you know. I just can't, you know, I don't have.
Sending shit like that. The only time that I've ever sent shit like that was when in a serious relationship. I'm not about to just send whoever my fucking dick and stuff. Like, I don't even like to do it now. Like, and I'm not going to lie. I've told multiple people this, but one of the last girls that I was talking to, really good looking chick. As soon as she started sending me nudes, I was immediately turned off.
Yeah.
Because that's just not me anymore. I don't fucking I can see titties anytime I want. That's called the internet.
But
I know,
but it's different when you could really stick it in real life. When you could really know you're gonna be able to stick and suck on those and see those, and you're
but that's the whole thing is that no, she was another state away.
Yeah, but you know, you gotta. That's the issue.
No, it still doesn't entice me. I would rather see it in real life and know what the fuck you're thinking over what your titty is doing, because I will see that titty eventually. Are you going to have that titty forever? Yes. Is our government?
She could have cancer.
No, but that's few and far between. I see what you're saying though too, but that she's always going to have that ass or that pussy. I mean, she's not going to get. All those cancers too.
She always gonna have that mouth.
She may get blown the fuck up. But it's like just shit like that. I'm beyond that now. That's me though.
Yeah.
Whenever like if I'm talking to a chick and she sends that automatically, I'm like,
listen, if I'm at work, my wife sends me a titty pic. I'm like, boss, I gotta go lunch.
I wish I was still that excited about shit like that. I get sent something like that. I'm just like,
dude, I'm still a child. Like, titties. I don't care, man.
More to me, I want to be like, do you know what the CIA has done in the past 10 years? Are you talking about that? That's what I want to fucking talk about.
Especially when I get to like, I know that they're in my phone, but I get to just walk out and see them in real life and like, hey, those are the ones. Look, I'm a phone. That's like when you see a celebrity. You're like, hey, you were my phone. Now I see you in real life. I'm like, hey, I saw those on my phone.
Hey, titties. These titties are in front of me right now.
These get to be mine. Yeah, no, I'm still a kid. I'm still a giant 16-year-old like titties.
I wish I was sometimes. I'm just not anymore.
Like I would have liked to seen Abel's titties. When you had him, I would have been like, you want to see my yes.
Yes.
Can I for science?
Just like Ron White. He's like, even if they're flat and they go like every guy's like, yes.
You want to see
I want to see those titties.
Yes.
All right, roll them back up. It's okay. That shit was the best.
Yeah, that was Ron White is hilarious.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there was a place that we used to go back in Jersey. I forget what it's called, but it was basically the stripper boneyard is where strippers go to die. And this guy used to write the equivalent age of the 3 strippers that were there. And it wasn't really like, they weren't strippers. They were just like bathing suit dancers, and they give you private lap dances and whatnot. And it was in the woods, dude. So this was just like, dude, one time this dude wrote 160.
Sup, cousin?
This dude wrote 162 on the dartboard, and the waitress comes up, and she had just found out what that meant, and she goes, that's fucked up. I mean, you're not wrong, but that's fucked up. It's like, what? 162 divided by 3, carry the 6. What? It's like, and she's like, yeah, you're not wrong. I was like, Jesus. And they come over to you, and they were just like the most cracked out women. But it was hilarious. You never drank beer from the tap. You only drank beer in a glass
Bottle
or
and
in a
can?
can. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. Because you never saw them cleaning out anything.
Oh hell no. Yeah. That was like that at some bars in Hammond where where I would go. They would have a lingerie fucking dances and shit. And it would be like these girls just like scantily clad giving you fucking lap dances and shit, just not naked basically. And it's like, oh my God, I just saw you at the gas station begging for money the other day and fucking God damn it. What the fuck?
So we went to a titty bar for my cousin's I guess it was his going away party. And it was a Russian they came out in these weird stupid dresses, and it wasn't they barely came, they had like clothes on.
It's like a Russian
like,
play.
Yeah, I was like, and they came on with like bathing suits on, and I'm not talking about like skimpy bathing suits. I'm talking about like stuff you'd see moms wear at a swim park. You know?
Yeah,
I
gotcha.
So I ripped a $1 bill in half, and I rolled it up, and I stuck it in one of their things. And this girl came back. She unrolled it. She saw it was half a bill. She came back and threw it in my face. And let's just say, I think we got thrown out.
I'm like, well, now you ain't getting the other half, bitch.
It's just like,
that was part of the setup. You got to earn.
Yeah, you got to earn the other half. You're lucky I didn't throw 50 cents at you. I want a quarter. Here's a quarter. Give me 2 dimes and a nickel.
Go into a strip club and like fucking when people are putting dollars in there, you're like cling, $1 in change,
Yeah.
fucking nickels.
Yeah, here's a roll of quarters. Here you go, $10.
Oh, that shit fucking.
You want a
cracks
lap
me up.
dance? Ooh, is that a roll of quarters in your pocket? You just happen to see me. No, I got like 17 of them. You want? Here's 2.
Yeah. You actually dropped the roll of quarters in there. Oh,
Yeah,
that shit's
man.
hilarious.
I was just this is kind of why I don't drink anymore, because I make stupid decisions like that. But yeah, man,
That's why I drink at home now.
Yeah.
That's why I don't go to bars or anything anymore.
Dude,
But speaking of that, though, too, anybody who's listening right now, I'm about to be doing Sober October soon, so it's gonna be a hell of a month next month. I'm probably gonna become a fucking insomniac and.
First week's a doozy.
Oh
First
yes,
week
it's
is a
gonna be
doozy.
wild, man. But it's gonna be good. I plan on doing a decent little bit of body cleansing. Gonna be doing the resistance band workouts, and I'm waiting to get over this fucking sickness so I can start running again, because I have been jogging and shit again lately. But right about now, I couldn't fucking jog shit. I can't even fucking breathe through my nose right now.
Yeah, I can barely either. I feel like Tony Soprano right now. You pussy,
right?
Pussy, you did me dirty.
Hey, what you got going on, yo? There's some bullshit, you know.
I love The Sopranos. I will never not watch The Sopranos. It better be on forever. I want to get the set, so that way I don't have to worry about it. You know, them taking out some things, because they've taken out some things of other things. So that's why I want to get the disc copy. But all right, I think we've done it today.
Yep.
Think
I was gonna
we've,
say we can end on one little bit of what I want to share with this girl that confirms this California legislature bill. I'm gonna just kind of read it real quick. California legislature bill passes. I'm not showing it, but gives authority to take custody from parents of minors seeking transgender treatments. Now, this SB 107 allows you to be able to do that from cross state into California. And I'm going to prove that real quick with this lady that shows this about this little boy. and this mom is not the mom is not the biological mother, but yet it's still allowed to fucking happen. So anyone that thinks that this is okay, you're fucked.
Y'all bear with me because there is a story that I have to tell you about. It's blown my mind. There is a mother in Texas that decided she wanted her son to become a girl. She wanted to put him on puberty blockers, cross-sex hormones, and her ultimate goal is to chemically castrate him. Doing all of this against her son's father's will. The father has been fighting this in court. I don't know if you guys are aware that in California, Senate Bill 107 strips the parents of custody over children if they disagree or refuse to allow them to be chemically castrated. So sadly, what just recently happened, a judge in Texas in the 301st district sided with the mother and said that the mother can now take her son outside of Texas and move him. So guess where she wants to move her son? California. So she can transition him. And what's even crazier, she's not even his biological mother. The father is, but not the mother. She's not the biological mother.
How the fuck is that okay?
Liberals are calling California a sanctuary state for this. The Texas GOP is actually calling it kidnapping. If you're wondering where the legislature is in Texas to stop this atrocity of what's taking place with children about puberty blockers, cross-sex hormones, the Texas Republicans shot all of this down in legislature. And then everyone that shot all of this down got reelected. So we have a big issue going on in Texas. Where's Governor Abbott? Oh, he handed it off to the CPS and said, hey, you make the decision to see if this is abuse or not. But we know what the CPS thinks about this because we saw it on their website, that they definitely do support children transitioning and youth transitioning. But once they got called out, they took all of that off their website. Go figure. Texas has to stop chemical castration, puberty blockers, the psychological and social transitioning that's happening in our schools. It has to stop. And it's outrageous that the state of Texas is not stepping up and is not intervening in this case, and that a mother can take the child outside the state of Texas
Not
and
even
have
the
him
real mother.
chemically
Nope.
castrated and transitioned in another state. It is blowing my mind. We have to do something. And I tell you what, Abbott, you say you're a Christian man. You say you're a man of values. You say you care for these children. I tell you one thing.
But you say
your
you live at the
actions
CPS.
do not add up to what your tweets say.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I agree with her on that big time too.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not the biggest fan of Abbott. I think he's made some dumb decisions, like, because I don't try to be partisan in any ways, but yeah, exactly. What the fuck? Like, all of that is fucked up.
Yeah.
Not even the real mother. Abbott doesn't give a shit. They agree with her, not the biological fucking dad. Like, how is any of that okay in any way, shape, or form in anyone's mind?
Well, I mean, Drunken Senpai was talking about this, I believe, on one of his last shows about what these hormone pills that they give these kids that want to transition.
Oh, it's
is really
irreversible.
just chemical castration. That's all it is. All the drugs that they give these kids are related to chemical castration.
It's related to, but even if it isn't totally related to it, it can degenerate your bones. It can also shrink your fucking penis size. So whenever you start growing to a certain size as a male, body wise and everything else, if you've been on it for so long, you're gonna have tiny dick because of the fact that you've been on that and it will not grow.
No.
Now it may work, but you're gonna like there was a detransitioner who literally made a video talking about that because somebody was fucking super depressed about that.
Yeah. Well, they're
fucking these children up.
Yeah.
Bad.
But don't take them to a Trump rally because you're gonna make racists.
Because mean tweets and supposed racism and other fucking damn.
Yeah, we're taking away children from their biological parent and letting them go to a state where they're gonna chemically castrate them. And mind you, once again, not even biological mother. She has technically she should have no say in anything like that. I mean, if
absolutely not.
day-to-day,
The biological mother, like, I don't know if she's completely out of it, she signed off her rights or whatever else. But the fact that the dad is trying to fight is cool, but obviously he's getting put off to the side. But that biological mother needs to come out and say that this is not right. Also, try to
Well, I
do
mean,
what she can, and
what if
anyone
she's
else
dead?
like
What
well,
if she
that- I
died?
mean,
You
well,
know,
that
then
is
she
another like I
she
want to
really
know
can't
the
say much.
I would like to know the story behind the biological mother. Like, why the fuck isn't she saying anything? I mean, yeah, it may be. I mean, you may be right. Maybe that's why she isn't. It could be something like that. But, dude, this whole country is just so fucked up. Like,
Yeah, you
God
can
damn.
you can take somebody else's kid and take them to California and chemically castrate them, but you can't be a governor and send immigrants from Texas to Martha's Vineyard because that's kidnapping and human
Right.
trafficking.
Well, and yeah, and then they send them out later. But then that's fine. It's okay.
That's okay. That's okay. Well, they can go to the airbase and Target. Let them go to Cape Cod. We don't like them in the Cod anyway. The people in the
Right.
Cod, they're all
don't
just they're all fucking racist anyway. Let them in the
We don't-
Cod.
We don't want these motherfuckers here.
No, I mean, I don't know, man. It's once again, we are not here to change your mind. We are just here
Well-
to open your mind.
Exactly. And on that note, as we go out, I'm gonna play this little rap beat. This is gonna be the little closer that we start using. And as you said, we're not here to bring you all sorts of fucking different articles, perspectives, news, fun, anything like that. And that's why we love doing the live chat, because you guys bring us some awesome questions, some good comments.
Listen, we wouldn't have got Vampire or Dick and Ball Kids.
Right? Hot stuff.
Yeah.
Photoshopping the dick and ball kids.
With the wife head.
Right.
You know? Yeah.
And I'm gonna give some credit. My buddy Larry wrote this rap tune. I've been wanting to use it for a while. I asked him, he said it's fine. So I think this is one of our new closers, just something kind of cool to close out on.
Yeah.
I love the
dig
feel
it.
of it. And catch me at Biz Party Podcast on Twitter, where I talk mad shit. Business Party Podcast on Instagram. Me and him both own the account now, and
Yep.
I'm Scott_Craiglow, KREGLOW. If you listen to this again, you will catch that spelling on Instagram. And maybe I'll put it in the description. And beyond that, plug yourself, yo.
Midwest Troublemaker on everything you can think of. Tell your friends, tell your family, give us a watch, give us a follow. We won't spam you. Let them know that, like we said, we're here to make you laugh and make you think. And
Yep.
that's all. On that
Later.
note, have a wonderful evening and enjoy your week.
Hell yes.